All right, we want to welcome this morning a candidate for council at large for the city of Canton, Doug Prestier. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Pam.
Tell the folks who are watching or listening right now a little bit about yourself.
I am a business owner for the last 40 years in the Stark County, Canton area, um, in the general construction, and I've been doing that uh, as my full-time job. And I'm kind of interested in trying to help the city with some of my ideas and move forward.
All right, let's talk about the ideas. So what kinds of things are you envisioning for the city?
Well, I think that it's really hard to make promises to everybody in a position where you only have one vote that's required um, to be a majority vote to change things. And I think we need to influence some of the council people to help understand what the citizens want and maybe take that opportunity to vote yes or no in accordance with what is best for the citizens.
Now, as a businessman, you look at the city of Canton. What kind of challenges do you see? What do you see things that can be improved upon?
I mean, I think the city's moving in the right direction. Hall of Fame Village has been a big plus, and I think it's going to keep growing and help income for the city, both taxes and influx of people and hopefully jobs. Um, I think that that's a priority to kind of keep moving forward with. I think we need to help change the infrastructure as far as how you get to places and make it a little quicker, easier, and not as, I guess, busy and populated, streamline the traffic a little bit. Um, I know that roads are a major issue with a lot of people, but some of that stuff is like 1 year or 2 year out, in the budget. So it's not going to change immediately or quickly. I think it's going to take some time, but um, I can promise that I will work as hard as I do for myself for the people, but I can't make promises that my one vote can make those changes.
How do you see it? That leads into my next question. How do you see the relationship being among council members and with the administration? And how do you think that you can foster a good one?
I've been going to the council meetings for the last 3 years and kind of just watching what goes on and seeing how things are um, viewed and how the ordinances and resolutions become approved. And I think we just need to take a deeper look at things and maybe persuade some of these people that the general routine business that they've been doing for years and years may need to change to help these citizens more closely. And there are 9 wards, and it seems like we're financing and approving things for the top 3 or 4 wards that are naturally the major producers of tax dollars. So we need to spread that amount of money to these other wards and improve the things in all of them, not just the 3 or 4 um, top wards.
Now, you have no political background, correct?
I do not.
And so, I mean, people today would say, "Why in the world would you get into politics?"
I do hear that. And after going to the meetings, I kind of feel that maybe some fresh ideas, some business oriented ideas. After 40 years, I've kind of been in a lot of different situations. I've seen some things that I think you can negotiate a little better, you can budget a little better, and I'm hoping that given the opportunity, that I can influence some of the other council people to go along with some fresh new ideas that are better for everybody.
A lot of times we hear people and other candidates have mentioned, talking about neighborhoods and roads and things like that. But the number one thing that we witness and I witness in my job is, the violence and the gun violence and the young people being involved in it. It's been, seems like increasing every day in Canton. What kinds of things do you think need to be done in that situation? How can council work to do something like that?
I know they're trying to make some changes and work with the police department, and they've been, trying to change the way they do things. Um, I really believe that it's more of a communication factor that everybody has to take. Maybe have some type of structured meetings in the different wards, especially the wards that we have the most violence in, and concentrate in those areas and see if we can contain it, educate them, make them not afraid to communicate with the police departments, make them talk to their parents talk to them, and see if you could generate that trust, which I think is the biggest thing they need, so that when they do talk about it, they are not in fear of being the person that comes forward for no reason, or the person that they feel told somebody that they shouldn't have told somebody, and they can do it in a helpful manner versus being afraid and not do anything.
Do you hear from people at all talking about things that concern them with the city?
I mean, people ask questions, and I'm not that polished politician that can answer all those questions with all of the correct answers, but I try to find that out from some of the council members, or go to the right department or person and try to get them an answer. But I'm hoping that if we have the opportunity to be elected in uh, the upcoming election, to be able to reach out and know where to go and how to help and get those
So when they get to the ballot
answers.
box and they see those names, because it's a big group and they pick three, why should they vote for Doug Prestier?
I think as a business owner, I have a lot to offer. We've been in business for over 40 years, and I think just the customer communication, reaching out to people, knowing how to talk, um, how to work to a budget, and know what the changes need to be to alter that budget to keep things on the positive side instead of the negative side. And I truly think that it's just a matter of, when people have a problem, you talk to them, you find out as much information as you can, you try to relate what their options are, and help educate and communicate with them and get them the response that they're happy with.
All right. Well, we wish you the best of luck on May 2nd.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.